Okay. What's up, guys? Miles Spider-Man Gaming back with another video. And today, for the first time, we're going to be reading Am I the Scallywag? Reddit stories. So let's hop right into them. Okay, we're on the first one. Okay, am I the scallywag for charging my niece's parents because their niece spent 500 of my in-game credits?
Are you this?
Oh, by the way, I'm reacting to these stories with my lovely grandma, so she's going to be helping me with this.
Are you the scallywag because what?
Am I the scallywag for charging my niece's parents because their niece spent 500 of my in-game credits?
I'm gonna say no.
Well, we gotta read it. So anyway, I, 27 male, and my younger nieces, along with their other family members, came together in my grandparents' house for a family dinner. While I was there, my nephew was playing games on Roblox with her cousins. After a while, her phone reached her phone limit and she started to throw a fit. I initially ignored it, but her fit started getting worse. At the same time, my cousins were explaining. Wait. Were inviting me to go to the park. For some reason, I decided to give her my phone since I have Roblox on my phone and work on GFX, so I have about 500 worth of Robux on the account. I personally don't play Roblox a lot, but I sometimes work freelance when I have free time. Anyways, I turned from the park about 2 hours or so, and I saw my niece along with her other cousins, with this guilty look on their faces. I asked them what was wrong, and they said they spent all of my Robux on a game about growing plants they heard her account. I left with about 2 left on the account. Seeing this, I obviously disappointed. I didn't get mad or how much their daughter spent. Naturally, they took their daughter somewhere else and I scolded her. The parents offered to pay me back, but I felt bad since the parents offered to pay me back, but I felt bad since I willingly gave her my phone, but at the same time, I explicitly told her not to spend anything. So Reddit, am I the scallywag?
No, you're not.
No, you're not. She spent your stuff
after you specifically told her not to.
Yeah, you told her not to take her stuff, and she still did. And she didn't listen to it. I don't understand, like, a plant game. How would you have spent 498 Robux on a plant game? I don't understand that. But
I don't either.
No, you're not the scallywag. No, you're not. She spent your stuff without your consent.
Right.
Okay. On to the next one. Oh my god. Am I the scallywag for not disclosing that I am not a Christian? To preference this, I do commission artwork and I don't discriminate against any subjects unless it's racist, homophobic, otherwise hateful, or sexually disturbing. So far, no. I can't really say. I did commission an art piece with a Christian iconography. Whatever. beautiful ornate cross and a saint sculpture in calligraphy. Client was happy with my work, paid me, and then asked me what my favorite scripture was. I was honest and said, I don't really have one because I'm not a Christian and I wouldn't know which ones I like. He became upset and told me he felt lied to because I have posted artwork of a Christian subjects before and I assumed I'd be a Christian. He said the art doesn't hold the same spiritual value because it wasn't made with a faithful intention. I was kind of unsure what to say. I said, I am sorry you feel that way, but I do artwork for everyone and I am not open to doing Christian artwork because it's for the client, not me. Should I be disclosing if I don't share a certain faith with permission to do artwork for it? Am I the scallywag?
No.
It's
art.
It's art. Like, you're not the one. You do artwork for paint. You do artwork for money. That you don't only do Christian stuff.
I could paint fairies, and I don't believe in fairies, but
you can literally decorate a Santa ornament and put it on your tree. On your Christmas tree. That doesn't mean you believe in Santa. That just means you believe in the Christmas spirit.
Right.
Okay.
I agree.
We have another one. Let me find. Oh, this is one that I have read. I didn't read the whole thing though. Am I the scallywag for renting an apartment without telling my parents, even though they depend on me emotionally?
We're renting an apartment?
Yeah. I, 24 female, recently rented an apartment 6 minutes from my parents' house. I didn't tell them beforehand. I just told them after everything was signed. And now they're saying I betrayed them.
And she's 24?
Yeah, 24. You shouldn't even be.
Sure
first of all, your parents are on. Not trying to be mean, but your parents are on the brink of death. I'm just
kidding.
If
you're 24, you're not abandoning your parents. You're supposed to be living on your own.
Anyway, for context, I have a full-time job as a civil servant in IT. Not as chill as people assume. I am graduating college this year, and I make enough to support myself comfortably. I rented this place because I'm really sick, like medically sick. A few days ago, I got test results showing my stress system has collapsed from chronic stress. My doctor said if I keep living like this, I'd start experiencing symptoms similar to menopause by 25. That scared me. If you're gonna move out for being that kind of sick, that's just one more reason why you're not a scallywag.
Yeah. If she's that stressed out, it's probably from living at her parents' house.
Yeah! It's not your fault. Life at home is intense. There are daily fights, no privacy to study or relax. My dad sleeps on the floor because there aren't enough beds. I'm not allowed to play games, talk to friends on the phone, or even use my computer freely. Everything must be turned off by 9 to 10 p.m.
And she's 24?
Yes. Everything must be turned off by 9 to 10 p.m. They watch my screen, monitor everything, and after the stalker situation and finding out I had an American friend, they doubled down on controlling me. Okay? You have an American...
What ethnicity is she?
I don't know. She doesn't say. You're 24 and they're monitoring everything. I get, like, after a stalker situation, they would monitor her contacts just for safety reasons. I mean, it's their daughter. They would do that. But if they're going to monitor everything and only make her go to bed by 9 to 10 p.m., I'm way younger than that, and I go to bed, like, at 11 on school nights. Even though it's the summer, I go to bed on, like, 11 on school nights. Mm-hmm. And you're 24 going to bed at, like, 10 to 9. My mom has a condition where she gets seizures at night. My mom has a condition where she gets seizures at night when she's under stress. I'm the only one that stays calm enough to help her. Because my dad panics and rocks her. My sister just cries and hugs her. So yes, they depended on me emotionally, but the doctor said it's a lifelong condition and it's not fatal. We've tried to keep the peace at home, but nothing really works. The stress is consistent.
You can't do anything about it.
Yeah, you can't do anything about the stress. If she's having seizures, maybe you should get some kind of treatment.
But didn't she say they have brothers and sisters?
No, only sister.
Well, where's the sister and how old is she?
I don't know. Yeah, we need a lot more, like, I have so many questions, and we're not even done. Okay. I stopped at the stress is consistent. You can read.
So I made a choice. I found a nice, quiet place nearby. I thought I was helping everyone because they wouldn't need to pay for my health costs anymore. My dad could use my bed. My sister could use my room to study. I stayed close in case they needed me. But when I told them, they cried, yelled, said I was a traitor and ungrateful, that if I really cared, I would have asked their permission first. They said I need to break the lease or they'll never speak to me again and will turn my whole extended family against me, including my elderly grandparents who don't have much time left.
If you're 24, if you're 24 and your grandparents are still alive, you're amazing. Your family is amazing.
Now I'm second guessing everything. Was I wrong for acting fast and not involving them in the decision? Was it cruel to do it without asking, even though it's my life, my money, and my health at risk? AITA.
Am I the A word?
Am I the
A word?
For renting an apartment without their input, even if it means finally being able to breathe?
Definitely no, you're not. If they're going to threaten to turn the whole extended family, even the elderly grandparents who are on the brink of death, no, you're not. No. It's not your fault. No. Okay. We have... Okay. We're not going to read this one, but there's one where this guy is a male 23 and he has a babysitter.
What?
Oh, baby sister. Oh, I thought that said babysitter. I was like, what? Oh.
What are you doing that for? Because I was laughing?
I'm trying to find...
hey, quit scratching my face.
Stop it. I'm trying to find, like, a really good one. Okay. I think I did find one. Okay, I found one. You can read this one.
Last one.
Okay, I'll read the other ones. Puff.
New here.
Read the top.
Am I the
A word.
A word for not offering to drive my daughter to and from my ex-husband's wedding events?
If it's your ex-husband, no. No, so
New
far,
here.
no.
I share custody of my 11-year-old daughter with my ex-husband. I've been divorced for several years, and it's been a high-conflict co-parenting situation. I have spent years in trauma therapy to recover from his emotional abuse, as well as issues with his father, who has a history of alcoholism and abusive behavior. For that reason, I avoid any interaction with his family for my own safety and mental health. My ex is getting married soon, and the wedding weekend falls on my custody time. Even though I had a vacation planned that week, I agreed to cut it short so that my daughter could attend. I genuinely want her to feel included. They have made it explicitly clear that she will not be riding with them to any of the wedding events. Instead, they've asked me to arrange her transportation or left it vague, implying they'll find someone to drive her between multiple venues throughout the weekend: rehearsal, dinner, wedding, reception, brunch.
Press triangle.
Given that this is an adult-only wedding with alcohol present, and knowing that some people including his father, who has a documented history of drinking and unsafe behavior, I have serious concerns about who that someone might be. I do not feel comfortable just handing my daughter off and hoping that whoever drives her is sober and safe. So far, I haven't offered to personally drive her all weekend. I have already adjusted my plans to make her attendance possible, but I don't think it's fair or appropriate to be expected to serve as the chauffeur for my ex-husband's wedding. Am I the A word? Definitely not, because I wouldn't even let her go. If he's not willing to let her...
First of all, if he and his father both have abusive and alcoholism backgrounds, no, that is not safe for her.
And plus, it's her weekend to have custody. She doesn't have to let her go. Unless the child wants to go, like really bad, then...
Yeah. If the child wants to see the dad, then she can.
What I would do is say, okay, I will let her come, but you're going to pay for a limousine to take her from one venue to the other.
And make sure the limousine driver is not drunk.
Yeah. So,
yeah, no.
That's what I would say. If I wouldn't trust any of the family members to do it, and you don't want to take an Uber or a cab or whatever, I'd say if you really want her to do it, you send a limo to pick her up and take her to each place, each venue for the wedding.
I think we're going to read one more, and then we're going to be done. So, the last one, am I the A word? Am I an A word? Am I the A word for kissing my baby sister on the forehead?
Kicking her?
Kissing
her?
No. She's your baby sister.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Of course you're going to kiss her on the forehead.
Literally. I would understand.
I mean, we kiss our dog on the forehead.
Literally. If I had a baby sister, I would kiss her on the forehead.
Me too.
And it doesn't change, and that fact doesn't change just because you're 23 male. Okay? This is just... I think this is one of those things where we just have to read into it and see. So I, 23 male, was at a get-together. My family was having the house for a couple of weeks, and my dad had invited a friend from high school who I'd guess had been working with CPS for a long time. CPS? Child Protective Services? The night was going totally fine. It was a smaller crowd, so we ended up playing Monopoly for a while. To preference what's about to happen, me and my family don't live in a particularly nice home. It's a project home, and it's honestly pretty dirty comparatively speaking. Maybe my mom should have done a little cleaning before the family got here. But whatever. So we're playing Monopoly, and at the same time my mom is giving my little sister a bath in the sink. When the bath is done, she dries off but runs off before my mom can get her dressed. I give her a kiss on the forehead and I tell her to go get dressed, which point meanders a little bit and then does it. This is where it gets weird. The CPS guy, we'll call him Jerry, says, Is that kind of a normal thing? To which I respond, What? What kind of thing? Running around naked? Yeah, it's pretty normal. She does it at least once a week. He kind of grumbles himself.
How old is she?
I mean, she's a baby sister.
Oh.
A few days this is where it gets weird. The CBS guy, we'll call him Jerry, says, is that kind of normal? To which I respond, What? What kind of thing? Running around the house naked? Yeah, it's pretty normal. Yeah, pretty normal. She does it at least once a week. And he kind of grumbles to himself like that's not what he meant. The game goes on fine, and the rest of the night too. A few days later, a cop shows up at our door for some kind of wellness check. It's pretty clear that this guy called us in based on what he had seen at the party. But what had he seen? Could have been that or something entirely Reddit assemble. Edit. To everyone say, No, you're not.
Not what?
That's the end. That's the end. No, you're not. No. Like, it's not your fault. It's... You did that. I don't even... It's your baby sister.
That's right.
And babies, when they get out and get dried, they're gonna run. They're gonna run without getting dressed.
Yeah.
Maybe little keep her under wraps since it's at a party with a lot of people, but still, it's a baby. What do you expect?
I know.
Plus, kissing your baby sister on the forehead, that's just adorable.
I know.
That's adorable.
I know.
Yeah.
That's just stupid.
Yeah, it really is. Okay, guys. Well, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to definitely subscribe and maybe leave a comment on this video, and maybe I'll be reacting to some more Reddit stories with my grandma. I hope you guys have a great day. Bye, guys.